वेलकम फ्रेंड्स ऑन बड़ी कामयाबी शो। बड़ी कामयाबी शो पर आप स्वागत है। तो हमारे कुछ दर्शक ऑडियंस जुड़ रहे हैं। वेलकम मिस्टर आर्यन रोचक, वेलकम मिस्टर अंकज सिंह। या टुडे वी हैव अ गेस्ट फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान, मिस्टर शहजाद अहमद जी, जो एक बहुत ही बड़ी शख्सियत है पाकिस्तान में। एंड ही इज अ सर्टिफाइड लाइफ कोच, सर्टिफाइड कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनर, एंड उनका 20 इयर्स का कॉर्पोरेट एक्सपीरियंस है। एंड वो आई एक्सप्लोर कॉर्पोरेशन के मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर हैं। और मैं उनका बड़ी कामयाबी शो पर स्वागत करता हूं। सर, बड़ी कामयाबी शो पर आपका स्वागत है। वेलकम ऑन बड़ी कामयाबी शो सर।
All pleasure is mine. Thank you very much, Dinesh. I am obliged. I am humble. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. You are doing a wonderful job, and I think millions of people are waiting for your wisdom, for your motivation, and your guidance. And again, I'm welcoming you on Badi Kamyabi show. Sir, first of all, I would like to ask you about your life journey. जी, लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में बताएं आप, क्योंकि आप बहुत ही छोटी जगह से आते हैं। कैसे आज आप इतने बड़े मुकाम पर बैठे हैं? जी,
मैं बहुत ज़्यादा humble हूँ दिनेश, and there is no बड़ा मुकाम. I'm an ordinary person, and thank you very much for looking like this. जो life is one time affair, Dinesh. It has no guarantee. And if life is one time affair, it is very fragile and very important. अगर ये इतनी ही critical और important है, तो फिर कोई वजह नहीं है कि we spend much attention to this. And that was the thing which fortunately my mentors told me 28 years ago from today. And from that time onward, every year, 28 years, every year, 10 days, I go into hibernation for 10 days. I get out of the discipline of these social platforms, away from my family members, and we go into hibernation to one, and that is purpose of life. Why the nation earth? Why Shahzad is born? Unique purpose carry with ourselves. We go into that hibernation mode for 10 days. We search for our purpose. We look back at 1 year, and we plan the next year. And this is happening for last 28 years. And this is the difference which I think that my mentors had made me to create in this world around me.
okay, that's great, sir. But you came from very humble background. But what's the difference? Initial days, what challenges you face in your life?
Dinesh, challenges is a very tricky term, right?
Yeah.
To me, there is no challenge. There is always an opportunity which is waiting for you to embrace it. I take these challenges and problems like some friend who are standing in a queue to hug you. And you
Yes.
see, in your life, whenever you encounter a problem and you get out of that problem, and once you get out of that problem, you see another problem standing in queue to embrace you. So when Dinesh looks back at his life, you are going to see number of problems which you have encountered, and you resolved everyone one by one.
Okay.
Treat these problems as opportunities. Once you change your lens of watching these problems, you
Yes.
see all these opportunities standing in a queue to embrace Dinesh one after one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my
Yeah.
life, fortunately, I encountered three fatal adversities or the challenges or the problems which I think that what no normal person encounters. And now, after 27 years or 3 decades, when I look back at my life, I see those problems which were problems at that time, but now I can connect the dots and I can see that those were the biggest opportunities of my life.
Okay, that's great, sir. Sir, I would like to ask you about your college life, and after that, how you entered in your first professional life, and what are the challenges you face initial days?
You get me back into my pamper days. I call it
Yes,
this
yes, yes.
boyish period. Yeah, it is very lovely feeling to have, Dinesh. Dinesh, you know, I was fortunately I was one of the brightest student of my family. I always stood on the victory stands from initial educational time in my childhood, in my primary education, secondary education. There was no point where I can recall myself standing at number three or number four. I always had rank number one or number two in my initial education. You can get an
Okay.
idea from my bachelor's, the graduation certification, because where I topped my college, and in my university my CGPA was 3.96 out of 4, and it is considered to be one of the amazing score anybody can have. And after that, life treated me like anything. You know, the boy who was standing at top charts in the education publications with all the newspapers capturing my success story, and I was the one who was deprived of first job, and all my friends got the job, and it was 8 months without job, and Shahzad was wondering like anything, striving in any office, and was unable to find the job. And that was
Okay.
one of the biggest lesson of life, that everything happens at its own times. No matter how much prepared you are for happiness, but after you are better positioned for the opportunity, still you have to pray. To me, praying is just like or cleaning things like that. When you go into the quest for hunt of your God, you're going to see the God after at reasonable time.
Yes.
And I usually always say to people that you must have that whenever you are going to see the night, you can watch closely the sun rising. Whenever you are going to see the thorn in the garden, you should have the vision to see the flower outside it. Whenever
Yes.
you are going to see the problem at the face of it, you should have the wisdom to see the opportunity lying behind that problem. So
Yes.
next time, when you look at the humans, you should be able to look at the creator who created it. So all these things in the universe are related with the best combination of the dots, and it is the best time which tell you to what to do at what time.
Yes. Absolutely. I would like to add over here, every negative incident have some positive intent. And whatever we planned initially, that never happened, because so many challenges up and down will come in your journey. So, but until or unless you will not start your journey, you will not feel that up and down game.
Hmm.
That's reality. Yeah. Okay. After your professional life nowadays, after you see COVID-19, so many things have changed now. And but I read about you, I think adversity induced excellence, everything. COVID-19 also brings so many opportunities, also so many person they see this as a challenge. But what's your opinion, what's your view about now this new challenge in this particular domain?
I usually claim it. I usually claim it and I announce it publicly that this corona or COVID-19 has came and arrived in order to make me stand above average.
Okay.
And that is that much important for me that I must repeat to the audience and the viewers who are watching me live now. I'm watching and glaring at your eyes in the camera, and I'm telling you that this COVID 19 is here because it wants you to perform at excellence level you have. This is the opportunity, the biggest opportunity of the life for you in order to make yourself extraordinary. You know, Dinesh,
Ji.
I was
Ji.
never I was never active as much active as I am today in these last 4 months or so. I had been
Okay.
daily activated. I have already, on the daily basis, I interact with the people around the world where I intercept with them. And this is today is the 97th day, 97th program where
Okay.
on everyday basis I'm interacting with the people, wisdomful as wisdomful you are.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
every
It's our,
every
yeah.
problem, every problem, even this COVID-19 is here in order to make you extraordinary. It is up to you to make your life that much important that it can become a light for others to see.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I have read about you. You have faced three adversities in life. Can you share with our audience so that they can also learn a lesson and some inspiration also from your own real life experience?
Dinesh, I always take my life as an open book for all of
Okay,
you because
okay,
I take all the whole world as my family member. Now, when I said this, it means that Dinesh is my brother, and every viewer of this program is my immediate family member. So whatever I have is for you. Every wisdom flavor, every page of knowledge, every bit of data I have is for you. You own it. So when you say that I want, if I have to share my adversities, yes, I will. And I will share these three things with you with a one intent, and that is to learn from my experiences and to make sure that adversities which you are facing in your life today are the biggest opportunities you have. Now, coming back to my case, number one, as Dinesh himself uh, often says, I begin my life with a very humble beginning, and we were financially crunched. We were into the deepest level of financial status, and we as a family have encountered that phase of life, like many others around us. That was adversity number one, which made us learn the lesson that whatever the circumstances are, you have to survive, you have to win the battle of life.
yes, yes,
Now, out of three, adversity number two comes, which was physical adversity, which was encountered by only Shahzad out of his family, and that was the adversity nobody believes now after 27 years.
yes.
27 years ago from today, it was November 1993, and it was cold, chilly winter night, and I was sitting in a room where there was around like 7 or 8 friends in a hostel room, and we were having a just chat and spending time like anything. And one of our
Yes.
friend was carrying a pistol, a weapon, which he thought that it is empty. And he had pulled out the magazine, which was filled with the bullets, and he thought that the weapon is empty. But
Oh,
I usually quote it, fortunately, that weapon has only one single bullet loaded in the chamber, ready to be shot down, and nobody knew about it. And out of
okay.
those 8 people sitting in that room, that bullet had my name etched on it. And now the real miracle starts from here when I'm going to share with Danesh that that
Yeah.
one single bullet hit me from just a surprising angle that it has made me bleed from 5 different points of my body.
Oh, okay.
One single bullet entered my left arm, exited from the other side, entered my chest, and then the same bullet entered my right arm and exited from this side,
Okay.
broken my both the arms, crushed the bones, nerves were damaged, skin was like anything, and I was bleeding from 5 different points in my body.
Okay.
And the blood was depleting like a way that I was drained out, and it was end of life for me at that night. But God has always different plans for us, and
Yes.
it was learned by me that night.
Yeah.
After that bullet shot, next 2 years I was living a life which was as helpless life as you can imagine. For
Yes.
example, Dinesh, you can mute and unmute your mic right now, But what if I am going to tell you that you can move even a single finger of yours, even in order to tie up a button of your shirt?
Yes.
So I spent that life like 2 years where I was unable to even move myself from the bed.
Oh,
And
then
everybody, yeah, and there was a time when electronic shocks were placed here on my arms in order to make my nerves work again. And I was jumping. Usually I jumped over the stretcher because the electronic shock was of that intensity that it must hurt my nerves in order to activate them.
Mhm.
And out of three, when I was back to my normal in terms of physical state, that then the biggest adversity came and encountered me after that physical adversity, and that was emotional adversity, and that was the societal rejection I received. The student, I have told you, as a student I had all that bright educational career, and now I was standing at a point after this physical accident, coming back to my life after 8 or 9 months of the educational session gone by. That was the time when I faced societal rejection, when educational institutions, colleges denied me the admission with the statement that I am going to disturb their overall result average.
Yeah.
And that was end of life for me. And then I came back from here and I worked for 18 or 19 hours out of 24 hours every day, even on weekends. And that 6 months make me stand on victory stand with a CGPA of 3.96 out of 4.
Then you are champion. Yeah. I really means you are living example. You are champion. Yeah. I really appreciate your efforts. I know. Yeah. Uh, Excellent, sir. But now I came to your because you are life coach, you are corporate trainer, and your favorite topic is parenting. Nowadays, parenting is you can say very challenging job. Uh, then what your you can say message for parents, especially in the terms of parenting?
Okay, important
Because things,
question.
yeah, because things are changing very nicely in terms of education, digital also, education also, so many things, you can say expectation also, parents peer pressure also, parents expectation also, and corporate requirements also. So in that whole scenario, what's your advice for parents?
Okay, let me connect with your video because I'm unable to forward it to my colleagues. I'm
Yeah.
doing something wrong here.
Yeah.
Coming to your question,
Yeah.
being the parents, I must tell the viewers that I am father of 4 kids myself. Now, whatever I'm going to share with you is coming out of the theory, academic, and as well as the experience I have encountered myself.
Okay.
And one thing which I have emerged with is that you don't have to guide or teach or mentor your kids. And this is
Okay.
that much important, and I'm going to repeat it. The only thing which you have to do is to role model yourself in front of your kids.
Okay.
They don't need your advice. They
Yes.
don't need your words. They need you doing, displaying them whatever you want them to do. And it
Yeah.
is surprising for many people around me when I usually tell them that there are different types of parents we have. You know,
Yes.
there are funny names to those types of the parents. Number one, helicopter parents.
Yes.
Helicopter parents. Number two, bulldozer parents. Number three, elephant parents. Elephant parents. Number four, tiger parents,
Tiger.
dolphin parents, jellyfish parents. It is funny names. And last but certainly not least is lighthouse parenting. Just to wrap it up quickly, I'm going to tell you two examples. Number one is helicopter parents, and number two will be lighthouse parents. Now, the helicopter parents mean, for example, if Dinesh is father to a kid, you will see some of the parents having a close eye on every act of the kid. If your kid is watching TV, you are going to have a watch on him, staring him like this. Oh, what are you
Yes.
doing? If he is studying or reading something, you are going to peep up and watch his paper, what he is reading. Oh, what are you doing? Similarly, whenever parent has a close watch over the kids' activities, it is known to be a type which is known as helicopter parents. Just like in helicopter, you always hover around your kid's life, which makes him realize that two eyes are watching him all the time,
Yes.
and it makes him lack his confidence. So this is a type of parents which can be improved. Now look at another example of the parents, which is known as lighthouse parents. Lighthouse
Yes.
parenting refers to the structure we usually see around the sea and shores, and which is known as lighthouse. It is a long structure having a light on top of it, and the light serves as a guiding light to the ships which are coming to the shore. वो जो लाइट
Yes.
डालते हैं शिप्स के ऊपर, शिप्स के
Mhm.
कैप्टन जो हैं, वो उनको सिर्फ ये रियलाइजेशन करवाने के लिए कैप्टन्स को, जिस तरह का शिप आ रहा है उसके आगे कोई पॉसिबल पोटेंशियल प्रॉब्लम्स और हर्डल्स हो, रॉक्स हो, दूसरी शिप्स खड़ी हुई हो सकती हैं. नाउ द
Mhm.
लाइट हाउस हैज सर्व द पर्पस. नाउ इट इज
Mhm.
अप टू द कैप्टन ऑफ द शिप कि वो अपने आप को उस प्रॉब्लम में से कैसे escape करवाता है, कैसे उसका solution निकालता है. Now this lighthouse parenting tells us that as parents we have to only highlight the problems a kid can encounter or face. We don't have to tell him the solutions. आपके
Okay.
बच्चे को अपने solutions खुद find करने हैं. आपने being the parents उसको खाली बताना है कि बेटा ऐसे करोगे तो हो सकता है कि ये वाला प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, and that's all. Your duty is finished.
Ji,
So I
you
so I
just
usually come.
yeah, just you have to facilitate him. Just you have to give him push. Uh, then is totally up to, I think, up to kids. He
Yeah.
or she, yeah, then they can take the decision and whatever their interest. But I would like to add over here,
Hmm.
as a parents, I think we have to, it's our responsibility. We have to find some passion of our kids, then in the same direction we have to facilitate him or her in, because if their passion and profession both are same, I think they can do much better in life.
आप देखो दिनेश भाई, बात ये है कि जो बच्चे का पैशन है और उसका इंटरेस्ट है, बीइंग द पेरेंट्स आप तो फिंगर टिप्स पे होता है. आप तो बच्चे को ऐसे से ऐसे चेक कर लेते हैं कि उसका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ पे है. आई कैन टेल यू माय 4 किड्स, ऑल 4 हैव डिफरेंट इंटरेस्ट. एक का आर्ट्स के अंदर इंटरेस्ट है, एक रीडिंग फिलोसफी पढ़ती है, एक जो है वो एथलीट बनना चाहती है, एक जो है वो आर्मी में जाना चाहता है. यू सी, आप बीइंग द पेरेंट्स जब उनके पैशन को आइडेंटिफाई कर लेते हैं, यू गिव देम ऑल द अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू एक्सेल इन देयर ओन डोमेन. हमारे यहाँ प्रॉब्लम ये होता है दिनेश भाई कि बीइंग द पेरेंट्स वी डिजाइन द फॉर किड्स व्हिच इज रॉन्ग. हम ये
Yes.
कहते हैं कि हमारा दिल ये करता है कि हमारा बच्चा ऐसा बने तो ऐसा ही बनो, जबकि बच्चे का दिल कुछ और कर रहा होता है. तो मैं हमेशा बच्चों के वालिदैन को, पेरेंट्स को ये सजेस्ट करता हूँ, आई हम्बली सजेस्ट द पेरेंट्स, लेट देम लिव देयर ओन लाइफ. As you have rightly said, you parents are there all only to facilitate them.
Ji.
Let them on be on the driving seat.
Yes, absolutely right. And the next question is how you maintain your personal life and the professional life, because you are doing so many projects. You are engaged with the corporate training, life coaching as well. How you manage your personal life and professional life?
Interesting question here, Dinesh, and the answer is very simple. I start my day very early in the morning. I am early riser, and then all these things come from the bigger perspective of life. Yeah, right. If you know where you're going, all the things become easy for you to execute. Now, whatever I'm engaged myself in, I have a better idea. I have a clear understanding where I have to land. So I have an Excel sheet in my laptop which is designed in a way that it has incorporated all my roles on column 1, column A, from top to bottom. It has mentioned different roles. For example, Shahzad, as a son to my mother, as a son to my father, as a father to my daughter, as a husband to my wife, as a brother to my sister, as a mentor to my mentee, as a student to my teacher, and as a friend to a friend. So much so that my one role states that I am part to a universe.
Yes.
So all these roles when mentioned in a column vertically, the next column has its destination where I have to land after 50 years from today. So if it is 2020, I have marked myself that where I have to land by 2070. When that
Yes.
destination is clearly marked, now I have plotted all those roles that at different equal frequent intervals of time, what landmarks and achievements I have to achieve in bits and pieces in order to achieve that bigger goal and purpose of life. So
Yes.
I get up early in the morning. I do workout every day. I do meditation every day. I spend my time with the kids. I spend my time on my job. I spend on time on this professional platform every day. It is 97th program where I have been interacting with different people around the world like you, and this all is
Yeah.
happening because a person knows where he's going. There is nothing random in the universe. It is usually said that you should not ruin your day with randoms. So
Yes.
whenever I am to click one click of like on Facebook or any post on WhatsApp, I first ask myself a question: is it necessary to do that? And if it is necessary, then I'm going to do that. And if the answer comes from inside that it is wastage of time, I will not post that post.
Yeah. If it's, you can say one click, it takes you closer to your vision, closer to your mission. Then it's otherwise it's a waste of time.
Yeah, exactly. You are on the spot.
Yeah. But you are doing business coaching also. But I would like to ask you one question over here, because nowadays so many startups are coming, businessmen, they are feeling, because due to COVID they are facing so many challenges. But
Dinesh bhai, you are asking me all the questions. You tell me one answer yourself as well.
yeah,
What is happening at your part of the planet? Because this pandemic of COVID-19 is common to all of us. So
yeah.
how the life is treating you? What is your typical day? You tell us, all the viewers, what's happening in your life.
Yes. Earlier, actually, I was conducting most of the programs, seminars offline. But now, due to COVID-19, the best part is I learn digital things, and I connect with so many influencers and personalities like you. And now I'm sharing wisdom, knowledge or experience of great personalities through my BadiKamyabi show. This is, you can say, major shift from my side, and it's all because of you people. I really gratitude for the same. Yeah,
Sure, sir. Pleasure is all mine. You go ahead with your question, sir.
yeah, and yeah. One thing that nowadays startup businesses they are facing, that one challenge is sales. Because until or unless you don't, because you have very good product, very good service, everything is okay, but if you don't have the sales, then whole things, I think is we are lacking somewhere. Because you have the experience in sales, you worked with the corporates, For
देखो
sales, what's your success mantra?
Dinesh bhai, let me tell you one thing, that we all must realize that that there is no prior dictionary to our generations for the times we are in, right?
Okay.
This pandemic is new for every one of us, even our elders as well as our youngers. They never had experienced this thing in their life. So, as a salesperson, so as a salesman, you must understand that salesman as well as the customer, both the parties are living in uncertain times. There is
Yes.
one fear. There is fear in one's mind, hidden fear even in everybody's mind. जहां पे मैं सेल करने जा रहा हूं दिनेश भाई को, दिनेश भाई के पास भी एक अनसर्टेनिटी है, मेरे जहन के अंदर भी अनसर्टेनिटी है. नाउ व्हेन दिस अनसर्टेनिटी इज एग्जिस्ट्स एवरीवेयर, मैं अगर
Yes.
सेल्समैन होने के हवाले से द वर्ड्स आई एम यूजिंग, it is going to give the reflection to the customer in Dinesh that I am living my own game. I am here for selling the product with an intention to earn the profit and promotion myself. And this is the killing impact. And this is where the sales kills itself. You know,
Yes.
मेरे DNA के अंदर sales भरी हुई है. I had been doing this thing for last 20 years. I had been part of sales and distribution all my life. The only thing which I have seen deprived in most of the salespeople is giving intent.
Wow.
हमारी
Excellent.
इंटेंशन नहीं होती, हमारी इंटेंशन नहीं होती है देने की. We always as sales people live in the world of taking all the things from others. आप
Yes.
देखिए मेल्स के अंदर, हम जब कंपनी के अंदर होते थे और कोई नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने, सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये होता था कि हमारा इंसेंटिव क्या होगा, what
Yes.
promotion, what product, what discount we are offering to the customers. We always go to the customers and we compare our product with the competition. Competition A ये कर रहा है, competition B ये कर रहा है, मैं आपके लिए ये लेके आया हूँ. दिनेश भाई, I put a question to you. आप मुझे ये बताइए कि when you were born in this world as a baby, आप ये देखिए कि इंसान जो है जब छोटा होता है, he is always selfish. जब
Yes.
पैम्पर में क्लीनिंग रिक्वायर्ड होती है, पैम्पर की आप क्लीनिंग, जब तक बच्चा क्लीन नहीं हो जाता वो रोता है. एंड
Yes.
सिमिलरली व्हेन ही नीड्स द डाइट, he always cry, he hook or by crook, he
Yes.
takes his advantages from his parents. Now this is the basic instinct human beings are designed by.
Yes.
अब
Yes.
इंसान की मेच्योरिटी ये है एज ए सेल्समैन, जैसे जैसे वो मेच्योर होता जाए, उसकी मेच्योरिटी ये डिमांड करती है कि आप टेकिंग इंटेंट के बजाय गिविंग इंटेंट रखें.
Yes.
जब
Absolutely
आप
right.
जब आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को लोगों को इसलिए बेचने जाएंगे, आप दिनेश भाई को ये मोबाइल फोन बेचने जा रहे हैं, आप उसको दिनेश भाई को ये कहें कि मैं ये मोबाइल आपको इसलिए बेचना चाहता हूं कि आप अपने लव्ड वंस के साथ कम्युनिकेट कर सकें. आप कोविड-19 के अंदर लोग बहुत डिस्टेंस के ऊपर हैं, आप फिजिकली मिल नहीं सकते. यू कैन कॉल योर मदर एवरी नाइट,
Yes.
call loved ones with this device every day. So you
Yes.
have touched the heart of the customer. When your value addition of the product gets coincides and congruent with your customer's heart, that is the point
Yes.
where
Absolutely.
you make your sales successful.
Yes. Absolutely right. Yeah. Mr. Surendra Rati said, well said. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, you have to provide value. Actually, once I conduct seminar in one university, and they ask about, sir, we are not getting jobs and all. Then I said, yes. First, think about your skill. What value you provide to particular organization. When you think on that angle, then your perspective will change, your working style will change. And I think you have explained very nicely. We have to first provide value from our side, either society or family or organization or customer. That's I think you have explained very nicely. And the second question is, what's the vision and mission of Mr. Shahzad Ahmed?
अच्छा, मैंने अभी एक चीज ऑब्जर्व की है दिनेश. डू यू हैव सम स्पेसिफिक प्लेटफॉर्म एंड टेक्नोलॉजी? बिकॉज आई कैन सी वी बोथ आर वेयरिंग द सेम शर्ट एंड सेम ब्लेजर. इज दिस
Yes, yes,
कोइंसिडेंस और
yes, yes, yes,
समथिंग?
yes, yes.
मेरा
Because
ख्याल आपके पास कोई ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी है कि आप कलर मैच कर देते हैं गेस्ट के कपड़ों के साथ अपने कपड़ों का. यू हैव डन अमेजिंगली राइट.
no, but I tell you one thing. Yes, if you have the right, because whatever you are thinking, same intention, same frequency people, same like-minded people you can find in universe.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now, coming back to your question, Dinesh, you have said that what is the purpose, vision and mission of the life. You see, when I encountered all those adversities, and somehow with the guidance of the mentors and the teachers and the loved ones around me, I got a chance to get back to the victory stand in my life. Now, when I stand up and look back, I look back at many people around us who think of themselves as victims of the surroundings and environment. I want to tell your viewers that there is no victim thing in universe which exists.
Yes,
Everybody can be a victor, everybody can be a winner. It all depends upon your mindset. How do you take yourself? I
yes,
often quote a terminology which states that APR. APR stands
okay,
absolute personal responsibility. So Dinesh has
oh,
to take absolute 100% responsibility of whatever has happened to you. It is absolute 100% your responsibility to make all the environment convert and work for you if you have the
yes,
willpower to do that. So my
yes,
vision and my mission is only one, and that is to let the people challenge the way they exist. I have this punchline of my logo which states that you have to explore yourself. Therefore, it is named as I Explore, and you have to challenge the way you exist because many people are living aimlessly today. You have to
yes,
find out that unique purpose for which you have been built. There are 8 billion souls on this planet Earth. There was no harm if Dinesh or Shahzad was absent from here. But if Shahzad and Dinesh exist here, there is some unique purpose attached to me and you, which is going to be fulfilled by us only. So it is
yes,
onus on us, it is responsibility on our shoulders to find out that unique purpose and to spend the whole life fulfilling that purpose.
yes. Absolutely right. Yeah, but I think it's our intention and it's our burning desire to do something. Uh, and second word I would like to add over here: resourcefulness. If you have the resourcefulness, if you have there is clear difference between resourceful and resourcefulness. Resourcefulness means you have to make some jugaad, you can say. If you don't have anything, you have to make. And if you have the burning desire and if you are resourcefulness, then I think no can stop you to become champion, unstoppable in life. That's I believe always.
मेरे एजेंडा में नहीं था. I had no agenda, but since you have talked about it, let me show you one book which is already
Yes.
placed on my side table.
Yeah.
I see it every morning,
Yeah.
and it says that think and grow rich.
Think and grow rich. Yes.
And I have taken all the notes here and I have made my plans out of it. And you see, if you allow me, I can show you one more
Yeah.
interesting thing.
Yes.
Let,
Yes. Sure. Sure. Please go ahead.
let
Yeah.
me take my camera unofficially to a
Yeah.
place which is just
Yeah.
2 feet from my chair, and I watch it
Yes.
every time I sit on my chair, and
Okay.
it states my plans. So here it is.
Yes.
Here it is.
Yes.
I had no idea that I had to show it to you, Dinesh.
Yes.
But
Yes. Absolutely.
if the things are like this, you see, this is number one, and
Yes.
it says why I do exist, and it says why I impact the world. And
Yes.
number two says that what I am going to do, I'm going to coach and train. And see, I
Yes.
have left my one of the best people managers job in the one of the best employer of the country in order to become the coach and trainer because of this overall plan. Now, number
Yes.
two says the coaching and training. Now, number three says how. And this 3A and 3B says all the surgical details. Number four, where. You see, today I am connected with you in Dubai. Last
Yes.
week I was connected with India. And
Yeah.
next week I'm going to get connected with Canada. This is
Yes.
master plans part. Now, this is number five. And this is number six. It gives the timeline. You see, here it is the timeline. It says that 5 years from today, uh,
Yes.
it is June 2025.
Yes.
And for this, Dinesh Bhai, I
Yes.
am doing this thing every morning. 25 calls a day. I have marked the areas of the world to touch upon. And here
Yes.
is the last one, last thing to share. LinkedIn profiling every day. You see,
Yes.
Instagram posts, prepare
Yes.
next
Yes.
interview. So this is happening with a plan.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There is nothing random in the universe.
Yes, absolutely. Because now I think you have the proper guidelines. You know the your proper route. Uh, you know with who people you have to connect. आई थिंक आपको पूरा पता है मुझे जाना कहाँ है. आपकी प्रॉपर वर्ड है क्लैरिटी ऑफ वाई. आपको
Yeah.
पता है कि आपको जाना कहाँ है, किन लोगों के साथ में मिलना है, किसके साथ इंटरव्यू करना है, और आपका आप 2 साल बाद, 4 साल बाद, 5 साल बाद कहाँ होंगे, आपके पास विजुअलाइजेशन है. तो मैं यहाँ पे एक टर्म यूज करना चाहूंगा, टीसी बार. टीसी बार मीन्स थॉट, कॉन्सेप्ट, बिहेवियर, एक्शन एंड रिजल्ट.
कमाल कर दिया आपने. TC bar
First,
means
yeah, the first one is thought. Until or unless you will not change your thought process, you will not understand concept. And second is, once you understand concept, then only this will reflect in your behavior. And once your behavior will change, the same your body will reflect. And according to your behavior, your actions, this will reflect in your actions. And once your actions, if you are a good behavior and you are doing some positive actions, then you will get positive result. And if you have the negative behavior, negative actions, then you will get the negative result. Very short and simple. I think this is the yeah. Yeah, thank you very much.
well
I
done.
think, yeah. The last question, I know you have very time constraint. I know you are very tight schedule. मैं बड़ी कामयाबी की ओर से दोबारा आपको थैंक यू करना चाहता हूं. और लास्ट क्वेश्चन पूछने से पहले जी, आप 20 इयर्स अगर शहजाद अहमद जी हैं, वो यंगस्टर्स के लिए, अपने लिए भी क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं?
दिनेश, आपने बहुत से इंटरव्यूज किए हैं लोगों के. आई वाज वाचिंग वन ऑफ योर इंटरव्यू. वो महेश्वरी साहब के साथ आपने इंटरव्यू किया. यू नो हाउ मच हम्बल बिगनिंग ही हैड. और उन्होंने जो इंट्रो वीडियो आपको दिखाई थी, इट वाज एन एक्सेलेंट वीडियो टू वॉच. इट वाज अ ट्रीट टू वॉच बेसिकली. फिर आप खुद से बोलते हैं 4 टाइप्स ऑफ जॉब सीकर्स, जो जॉब करने वाले लोग हैं उनकी टाइप्स आप बताते हैं. पैरालिसिस ऑफ एनालिसिस की बात आप करते हैं. आप ये देखिए कि ये तमाम चीजें जो आप बता रहे हैं, फ्रॉम वेयर दीज आर कमिंग. दीज आर ऑल कमिंग फ्रॉम सिंगल विजडम सोर्स. आप जितने भी सक्सेसफुल लोगों को उठाएंगे, nobody is going to tell you any new thing. We all talk similar words. We all use similar codes. तमाम बाइनरी रिलेशनशिप 0-1 की कोडिंग के साथ है. There is nothing new in the universe. We just have to connect the dots. And with this, मैं ये समझता हूँ कि there is no victim mind. आपके जितने व्यूअर इस वक्त मुझे देख रहे हैं, I can announce them that you are the most luckiest person in the whole world because you have encountered this COVID-19. You are
Yes.
luckiest person to encounter it because it is here. There is no doubt in it. It is here in order to make you extra normal. अब अगर
Yes.
आप इसमें एक्शन ओरिएंटेड जिंदगी नहीं गुजार रहे तो यू कैन नॉट ब्लेम एनवायरमेंट. Unfortunately, you have to blame yourself just. तो people
Yes.
are here जिन्होंने पिछले 3 महीनों में जब से ये कोविड स्टार्ट हुआ, I know the people, the world has statistics with you that they have earned abnormal profits which they had never imagined in the normal life. So to sum it up, it is usually said that time is like a river, and you cannot touch the same water twice, because with the flow of time, that flow of water passes, and
Yes.
when that flow of water passes, you are not going to touch that same water again. So
Yes.
this opportunity which is lying in front of you today, it is not going to stay here till tomorrow.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
not going to wait for you. If you are not going to grasp it, somebody else is going to grasp it early morning tomorrow. So before you go into the bed tonight, you have to grasp it by yourself. And I,
Yes.
I am open to all of you. I have already deliberately mentioned my phone number on the screen
Yes.
because I
Yes.
believe that all people are my family members. Whatever, any kind of help, any kind of advice, any kind of wisdom, free of cost. I don't even need your prayers for my success. I just
Yes.
need you to flourish in your domains, whatever it is. I'm here to serve you. You can contact me anytime. You go ahead with your life. You are made to work on excellence. Anything less than excellence is injustice with your existence. Happy living and keep prospering in your life.
Yeah, that's your humbleness. That's your I think that's your greatness, that you share so much wisdom with. But I would like to add something over here. Now this, after COVID-19, I think this is the best time to reskill our, we have to upskill our skills, and we have to learn so many things. We have to improve our personality, our communication skill, our convincing skill. I think after COVID, the things will come in normal situation. Then we have to came out with the double josh, you can say double energy. But आपने अपनी लाइफ में ऑडिट करना है, और हमेशा चेक करते रहना है कि हम राइट डायरेक्शन में हेड कर रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे हैं. आई
बिल्कुल.
थिंक जी, शहजाद जी, आप बड़ी कामयाबी पर आए, उसके लिए मैं आपका दिल की गहराइयों से धन्यवाद करता हूं. और आप ऐसे ही विजडम शेयर करते रहिए, और वर्ल्ड इज वेटिंग फॉर यू.
देखिए, मैंने शुरू में भी कहा था, प्लेजर इज ऑल माइन. देयर इज नथिंग व्हिच आई हैव डन. आई हैव जस्ट कनेक्टेड विद माय फैमिली मेंबर्स. आई हैव जस्ट कनेक्टेड विद माय अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी. यू आर मी एंड मी, आई एम योर्स. Always great to hear and connect with you, sir.
या, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर.
Thanks.
थैंक
Bye and take care.
यू. थैंक यू.